Hey guys, this is Steven, and I kind of really had something on my mind that's been really eating at me, and it's this idea of potential. You know, a lot of times today I feel like that term is just thrown around without really having any real meaning. So, for me, potential is the ability to do. This could be anything. You could have the potential to be a soccer player. You can have the potential to be a businessman. You can have the potential to be anything for that matter. And to me, potential just means that you can do it, that you can express that talent, that skill, whatever it is. Now, I feel like today, especially in today's society, the thing that limits us the most, the thing that limits our potential is ourselves, our beliefs. I was talking to my friend recently, and I said something really poignant. To me, poison, right? That can be fixed. If you break a bone, if you rupture a ligament or something, that can be fixed. It can be managed in one way or the other. But when it comes to the mind, your neurology, your nervous system, the damage done there is almost irreparable if not well taken care of. What I'm trying to say is your beliefs can either boost you up like a rocket pack, like a jet pack, or it can literally hold you down. Like if someone was sticking a knife to your throat. And for me, especially what I've really come to curate or cherish or preserve or guard or protect is my beliefs and my mind. And my beliefs specifically about what I'm capable of doing and what I can become. The reason why I stress on this so much is because I've seen beliefs literally destroy people. People who are incredibly bright, incredibly insightful, who could literally change the world by their ideas, by their intelligence, literally become, or it's almost like they just stay in place. Like they don't grow and they definitely stagnate. And for me, the hardest part about seeing that is knowing how easily they can get themselves out of that rut. So, what am I trying to say? Say, for example, that you're born in a poor family and everybody around you is poor, and basically they tell you that all you can ever be is poor. So whenever you see a rich person, you start hating on them because to you and your reality, everybody is poor. So if this person is rich or different, they must either be cheaters or liars. This is how powerful beliefs are. They basically affect the way we see the world. And because of that, you can say that they create your reality. So my goal behind all these videos, because I feel like it's kind of when people see someone just always blabbering about this or that, they're probably, great, not another fucking guru. I don't want to be a guru. Let me clearly state that. I do not want to be your guru. Because to me, next to a teacher, a guru is the worst possible thing you can do to yourself. Not only do you place so much pressure on yourself that is not even needed in the first place, but you cut off that beautiful ebb and flow relationship that you can have with someone when you're on the same level. See, when you're having a discussion with your friends, you guys are both just exchanging information. He tells you something about health and how, for example, looking down, every time you look down 1 inch, you add 6 pounds of pressure on your back. and you're like, holy shit, I had no idea. And because maybe you might not have access to that information, that person brought you something that you could not have found without him, or maybe that you could have found without him, but it would have taken you more effort, whether it's doing research or finding the right sources, etc. That is the definition of value. See, the problem with being a guru is basically you're telling them, it's almost like you're making yourself the be all end all. Like you're saying, this is my way of thinking is the right way above all else. When that's not what I'm trying to do at all. I'm simply a person who is 22 years old of age and who's experienced a lot, who's gone through a lot of hardships, struggles, failures, along with successes. And in that period of time, I have come to insights, information, knowledge, I guess you can say wisdom, that could possibly help you change your life, whether it's dramatically or even just planting a seed. That's all I seek to do. I'm not trying to tell you to just follow my way, because my way might not be the right way for you, and I know that. So that's why I'm telling you this. Everything, and this extends to anything you read out there, always discern before implementing it, or always discern before taking it for absolute truth, because that information might not specifically help you. It might have helped the person put that out, but because you're in a different circumstances of life than he is, it might not even help you. So there's no point in doing it if it doesn't help you. That's what I'm trying to say by this. But to go back to potential and beliefs, if you have beliefs about the world that basically always force you to see people as the other, to see people as against you, to see people as creating resistance or friction to you, you're always going to see the world in a negative way. You're always going to find enemies. You're always going to find people who are trying to put stakes in your wheels, so to speak. That is a French saying. But you're always going to find some way of blaming or of saying that something bad that happened to you is because of the other person. When, as I just mentioned, in reality that person is nothing. I mean, that person is neither a friend or an enemy. That person is just there. It's a person. But what the mind does, the untrained mind, basically the polluted mind that we often run into, or the average person's mind of today, always puts characteristics on things, people, or events that are not truly there. This is how powerful beliefs are. By doing that, they literally place a filter between them and the world, or between them and that thing, that object, if you like. And through that filter, they will respond to them. So say, for example, my beliefs is all black people are gangsters. When I see a black person now, even if that person is well dressed, well spoken, well mannered, well everything, my belief will cause a subconscious fear in the way that I talk to or approach that person, in whatever way that may be. Even if that person did nothing to me, because of my belief, I will interpret everything they do in a fearful manner. This is how powerful beliefs are. They can either be a poison or they can be the truth antidote, or what is that called? The elixir of life. So be very, very mindful of the beliefs you hold in your mind. My real message of the day, of this video, is basically every time you see me post something, keep this in mind. The goal is I want you to maximize your potential. I want you to truly feel like you are limitless, like you can do anything. This is why I'm always posting videos of the nature that you can do it if you put your mind to it. Your beliefs are stronger than you think. And just stay motivated, because those are the three things to make anybody successful, to make anybody go from A to wherever they want to be. And that's my goal for One Wave. So what are some So how do you go about maximizing your potential? Well, there's three things. Believe you can do it, never settle for less, and always plan ahead. Always believe. So number one, believe you can do it, and it goes back to what I was just saying. Your belief will either boost you up like a jetpack or hold you down like if you were about to get knifed. No matter who it is, I don't care if it's your family, your parents, your brother, your teacher, your best friend. Never let anyone tell you what you can or can't do, because they're only placing limitations that they decided a long time ago to place on themselves. So don't buy into the bullshit. Always believe in your potential. Always believe in your capacity and ability to produce whatever result, goal, or reality that you want to achieve. Never let anything get in the way of your beliefs. And I hope I stress this enough, because that in itself will set the stage and do 90% of the work for you. If you can believe it's done, it's already done. It goes back to that old saying, wherever you go, there you are. Number two, never settle for less. A lot of the times when you set a belief or a goal that is pretty high, or that is so big that it requires a series of steps or a long period of time to expire, you always get the tendency to quit or to become frustrated and not go as far as you want it to go. Maybe sometimes even someone tells you that goal is too big, that you just can't achieve it. Again, it goes back to number one. Don't settle for less. Don't let anything get in the way of your belief. Again, these people who are advising you this are only saying that because they chose to settle a long time ago. And so they are only showing you, or trying to put on you, the limitations that they put on themselves a long time ago. So never settle for less. If you set a goal and made a plan and estimated the amount of effort or resources it took, and then halfway through the goal, or the time period, or the journey, you realize that you underestimated the amount of effort or resources, do not shrink your goal down to an attainable level. Instead, raise the activity level. Do more, be more, produce more. That is the only option. Don't ever settle. Just be more. Number three, always plan ahead. It's kind of goes back to number two. They say that Jim Rohn, this amazing, incredible self-development speaker. In fact, I will post a video of one of his seminars right here. And what he said is, if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. So that means that there's a power in making plans. There's a power in setting down and writing down what you're going to do before you do it. I think it's kind of like whenever athletes practice over and over and over and over the same moves, because once they get it down, it's almost like it becomes second nature. Their mind can be put at ease in the aspect of trying to figure out how to operate moment to moment. It doesn't have to deal with the micromanagement, minutia bullshit that comes with not knowing what to do or being thrown in a completely new, fresh environment without having any tools to deal with it. So by writing or creating or setting down a goal, you're doing 90% of the work for you. So always plan ahead. Make goals, no matter what it is. I want to get that car. Write down, I want to get that car. Just do it. I want to make X amount of money. Write down, I want to make X amount of money. Write it down. Take it from your mind to out here. Because that is the only way the universe, God, whatever you believe in, knows that you truly want something. It can read your thoughts, but it never knows if you're real or not until you write it down. It's kind of like making something firm. So write goals. Make goals for everything. Make goals about academic plans. Make goals about fitness. Make goals about financial. Make goals about relationships. The moment you write down the goal, your mind will get to work on how to go about achieving that. So let it do that. Let it do its job, but you at the same time do your job. Give it a target, and give it a good target. Something that it can work hard for. Something that's high. Something that it's going to have to push through and grow and challenge itself and transform and evolve to reach. Because if you only ever write goals that are easy and attainable, at some point you won't want to engage in them anymore. Because subconsciously you're telling yourself that it's not really that big of a deal. So the bigger the goal, the bigger of a deal it is. Because the future expectation of the happiness you're going to get is going to carry you a lot further than anything. You're going to just be so happy thinking about how much better you are once you've achieved that goal. Hope I left you guys with something today. So remember, number one, never let anything get in the way of your beliefs. Number two, never settle for less. And number three, always plan ahead. Anyways, I will now join my girlfriend in playing some Spyro. See you later.